Hello, my name is Denis Mbabazi. I'm the managing partner of Capital Partners. Thank you for taking the time to consider our first fund, Katana Vet Fund 1. This is a 250 million buyout fund that's focused on the most recession-resilient corners of the US healthcare, that is small animal vet clinics. Katana Fund 1 is a buy and build strategy where we're targeting high-quality, lower mid-market veterinary clinics with $5 to $15 million in EBITDA. And our focus is in the US market, particularly in the Southeast, which has seen quite some high deal volume. Our differentiator is a strong GP alignment, our proprietary sourcing methods, and hands-on operational value creation. So just a little bit about myself. My background is in healthcare services and private equity. I've led successful buyouts and growth equity deals across the outpatient care and, most relevantly, in the veterinary clinic space. Alongside me, I have a team of seasoned investors and veterinary advisors who bring deep operational expertise to this sector. We're also going to be investing our own capital in this fund to ensure that we're fully aligned with our LPs. So just a bit about the market opportunity. The US vet care sector is projected to reach $65 billion by 2032, and 66% of all US households now have a pet and are spending more and more on premium care. In 2024 alone, private equity accounted for 60% of all deal volume and 80% of all capital that was deployed in this space. The lower middle market deals made over 68% of all the activity, and that right there is our sweet spot. When you combine that with an 18% compounding annual growth rate in pet insurance and the growing demand for specialty care for these pets, we have a stable, growing, and highly investable market. So our investment criteria is steady cash flows, 5 to 15 million EBITDA, high clinical standards, and clinics with regional growth potential. We are not going to be interested in distressed assets or turnarounds, only solid platforms that we can scale with our operation playbook, alongside some of these vet owners who may be wanting to roll over their equity in order for us to maintain the local knowledge. So how are we going to get these deals? Our sourcing strategy is built on 3 channels: direct outreach using proprietary datasets, partnerships with brokers and vet consolidators, inbound referrals through our advisor networks, and as of Q2 2025, we've identified over 30 qualified clinics across the Southeast. Our value creation playbook is based on staffing improvements, wellness plan adoption for the pets, diagnostic and dental service expansion, real estate lease negotiations, and ultimately there's going to be some technology upgrades which we'll implement to improve scheduling and clinic utilization. This, combined with our buy and build strategy, will roll up smaller clinics and drive EBITDA multiple expansion. So our fund will make up 10 to 12 platforms and add-on investments over 3 years, with an average equity check between 15 to 30 million. We'll be aiming for a very conservative 60% loan-to-value leverage, just enough to enhance equity returns without overexposure. Crucially, we're launching at a time when private credit markets are flush with capital. And according to Financial News in May 2025, lenders are aggressively competing for deals, driving down spreads and making it possible to secure leverage at attractive rates. This directly supports our ability to responsibly enhance equity returns and maintain robust coverage ratios. So we're targeting 20 to 22% net IRR and 2.5 to 3 multiple over invested capital. We know most exits will come via sales to larger PE-backed platforms or strategic buyers, as well as that's the established route in this space. Recent exits in the market have cleared EV/EBITDA multiples of 15 to 18 times, supported by steady cash flows and favorable demand. There's been some notable exits, which I talk about in detail in the appendix. But just to highlight one, we'll talk about Ladiswell Capital's sale of Pathways Vet Alliance at a multiple of invested capital at 3 times, as well as Oak Hill Capital's successful exit from Vetco. Back into the risks. We recognize there's going to be risks associated with the investment. And so we're putting plans and mitigation strategy, the major risk being regulatory compliance. And we're putting in place some MSO structures for compliance. We also identify the post-integration and culture risk, and that is why we're going to retain some of the local brands as well as hopefully get some of the owners to roll over their equity and remain as players. Regarding the market competition, as I have said, it's a tight market. We're going to mitigate that with proprietary sourcing and very disciplined underwriting, as we have done in the past. So our standard 2 and 20 fee structure is paired with an 88% preferred return. The fund life will be 10 years with 2 one-year extensions. And as mentioned, we're committing 1% of total capital because we believe that the thesis as much as we want you to. So why Katana Vet Fund? Several reasons. This sector offers recession resilience, inflation-protected cash flows, and roll-up potential. Our team brings relevant experience, strong GP-LP alignment, and operational firepower. We've structured this fund to deliver top quartile returns backed by real market precedent and disciplined executions. Thank you for your time, and we welcome any feedback and questions. And this is the appendix showing some notable vet PE deals over the past 5 years. Thank you.